For this demonstration, we will be showing the historic gas plant located in Turner Valley, Alberta, Canada. There are a few options to clip out your area of interest. I will demonstrate the three primary options in this video for illustration purposes. The first and generally quickest option is to refine your area of interest as much as possible from the map view. To do this, I will pan and zoom in on my general area of interest as much as possible from this map view. Please note that as you pan to and zoom in on an area from this map view, you are essentially beginning the clipping process. This is because as we select the 3D button, we are directing the system to only call the 3D point cloud model for that area that is in our viewing screen. So if we select a large section of our site in our viewer, we will call a large 3D point cloud model, whereas if we really zoom in on a specific area before using the 3D button, we will only call on the 3D point cloud model for that specific area. Now that we have isolated our area of interest in the map view, we will call the 3D point cloud model for this specific area. I could work on or download the 3D point cloud model as is, or further refine our area by removing the sections that we do not require. To do this, just click on an area above our point cloud model. Our clipping box with boundaries and axes will now come clear into view. Let's zoom out so that it is completely in our field of view. The blue, green, and red dots represent our clipping box boundaries, the lines representing our X, Y, and Z axes. We can select a dot by clicking and holding down the button. We can move our mouse and drag the dot to reduce this clipping box volume. Now that we have done this, let's zoom in and pan to our reduced area of interest. You will notice the blue eye on the top of the clipping box. If you click on this eye, our view will be reoriented to viewing this clipping box volume from the blue axes. You can now select the red dot and drag it to remove unneeded data. Now let's rotate another side of our cube until we see the red eye. Click on the red eye to view our area along these axes. We can click and drag the green dots to further refine our area of interest, and now we can do the same with our other dots. To navigate within our clipping box, just double click anywhere in this clipping box to jump to viewing the data from this point in space. We can easily navigate within this area, now manipulate our data and increase or decrease our level of detail of the point cloud model. For instance, let's change our point cloud model into color, and then increase our detail to 10. This area is now easy to work with in Cloud 360 and take measurements, manipulate the model, or clip even further. It is also ideal for downloading the clip data at this point for use in other 3D design or management software platforms. To download the data, go to the clipping tool function bar on the left-hand side of the viewer. You can select the download button and this data will begin to download in LAS format. Now let's go back to the map view and clip our area of interest in another way. From this map, let's pull our entire site into the 3D viewing mode. For sites that are very large, you should first pan and zoom to the general area, but for this site, we can easily load and navigate the entire point cloud model. Let's select our clipping functional tool set from our toolbar, then select our volume clip tool. As you hover your mouse icon over the site, you will see a cube. Let's roughly place this cube over our area of interest and click the mouse once done to place the cube. Then we can go back to our clipping functional tool set and select the clip task inside and clip method inside all. What we're asking the system to do is clip all of the data that is inside our clipping box and remove all of the other point cloud data. We have to select the inside all option because we are already inside the clipping box, which encompasses the entire site. We could once again select another clipping volume box to further refine our area of interest within this box, or choose to further manipulate this box as desired. For example, let's further manipulate this clipping box like we did in our previous example. We can once again work on this area of interest in Cloud 360 with our other engineering toolsets, or download the point cloud model for use in 3D design and management software platforms. Now let's go back to the map and clip out our area of interest another way. From the map, let's begin navigating our site from the Scan Station viewing option. I will select a scan station in the general area of interest and jump from scan station to scan station as to traverse my virtual site until I am in the vicinity of the area that I'm interested in. Once I'm in the area, I can double-click on any point in space to jump to viewing the 3D point cloud model from this location. Since I have not clipped out any area yet, the system will load all the 3D point cloud data within the general area. Once the point cloud model has loaded, I can once again select our clipping function tool set from our toolbar. Then I will select our volume clip tool. As you hover your mouse icon over the site, you will see a cube. This cube is much smaller than it was in the previous example, as I'm at a different zoom level, so I'll have to expand my cube to the roughly correct volume that I'm looking to clip. You will notice that in this example, the point cloud data within the cube will be highlighted in red, which makes it easier to see which data is within the volume of my clipping box. This is another option in my clipping task selection bar known as highlight. I do not have to get this exact, as I can always refine my clipping box after. Now that we have it roughly sized, let's go back to our clipping functional toolset and change the clip task from highlight to inside. Now let's further manipulate this cube like we did in our previous examples to refine our clipping box. This time you can see that we can also bring data back into our clipping box rather than removing it as we had in the previous example. We can once again work on this area of interest in Cloud 360 with other engineering toolsets or download the point cloud model for use in 3D design and management software platforms. However, before we are done with this example, I just want to quickly show how the clipping box can be used to remove data from areas of the point cloud model. If we switch our clipping task to outside, we can view our virtual site with this area removed. This is a great tool as we can do tasks like removing equipment or structures to better view our equipment or replace point cloud models with important 3D CAD models. Or we can remove overhead piping and structures such as roofs to gain a better understanding of the layout and design of our site or equipment. This has been an introduction to Cloud 360 and how to clip out areas of interest quickly and accurately, as well as download the clipped out point cloud models for our virtual site. For more information on various other applications and uses of Cloud 360, please check out the corresponding demonstration videos. Thank you for your time.